fabled heat, where magic meets desire. Subscribe to ignite the fantasy.
I still remember the night I met him, the way the moonlight danced across his face, illuminating the sharp lines of his jaw and the piercing blue of his eyes. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring us together, to create a melody that would haunt me for the rest of my life. My name is Aria, and I'm a musician, a singer-songwriter with a voice that can charm the stars from the sky. As I stepped onto the stage, the heat of the spotlight washed over me, and I felt the familiar thrill of adrenaline coursing through my veins like a river of fire. The music was a reflection of my soul, a tangled web of emotions and desires, of fears and dreams. And Elijah was in the audience, his eyes locked on mine, his face a mask of intensity and curiosity. I could feel his gaze like a gentle touch, sending shivers down my spine as I began to sing. The words poured out of me like a river, a symphony of emotions that seemed to resonate deep within his chest. After the show, we met backstage, the air thick with the scent of sweat and smoke, and the soft brush of his fingers against mine sent shivers down my spine. His touch was like a spark, igniting a flame that burned hotter with every passing moment. We talked about music, about life, about the secrets that we keep and the dreams that we chase. I was drawn to his passion, his energy, and the way he seemed to understand me in a way that few others did. And I felt it, a connection that went beyond words, beyond reason. As the night wore on, we found ourselves lost in the streets, wandering through the city, our feet carrying us on a journey of discovery. The cool night air whispered secrets in my ear, and the stars twinkled like diamonds above us. We talked about our passions, our fears, our desires, and with every step, with every word, the connection between us grew stronger, like a flame that burns brighter with every passing moment. I told him about my music, about the way it made me feel alive, about the way it seemed to capture the essence of my soul. He listened intently, his eyes never leaving mine, and I could feel his heart beating in time with mine. But Elijah was hiding something, a secret that he kept locked away, behind a mask of charm and charisma. And I, with my intuition, with my musician's sense of rhythm and melody, could feel it, a discordant note in the harmony of our conversation. I could feel the heat of his body, the beat of his heart, and I knew that I had to uncover the truth, to peel away the layers and reveal the secrets that he kept hidden. As we walked, the city came alive around us, the sounds of laughter and music drifting through the air. We passed by street performers, their talents on display for all to see, and I felt a sense of wonder, of magic that I had never experienced before. Elijah took my hand, his fingers intertwining with mine, and I felt a jolt of electricity run through my body. It was as if the entire world had come to a standstill, and all that mattered was the two of us, lost in the moment, lost in each other. We talked about our dreams, our aspirations, and the things that drove us. I told him about my passion for music, about the way it made me feel alive, and he told me about his passion for art, about the way it allowed him to express himself in ways that words never could. With every step, with every word, our connection grew stronger, until it felt like we were two souls, meant to be together, meant to create something beautiful. But even as I felt myself falling deeper and deeper under his spell, I couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something from me, that there was a part of him that he kept locked away, a part that he didn't want me to see. And I knew that I had to find out what it was, to uncover the truth, no matter how difficult it might be. As the night wore on, we found ourselves at a small cafe, sitting at a table by the window, watching the world go by. The coffee was hot and rich, and the pastries were sweet and flaky, but I barely noticed, my attention focused entirely on Elijah. He was telling me a story about his childhood, about the way he used to draw and paint, and I was captivated by his words, by the way he seemed to come alive when he talked about his art. But even as I listened, I couldn't help but feel that there was something he wasn't telling me, something that he was keeping hidden. And I knew that I had to find out what it was, to uncover the truth, no matter how difficult it might be. I reached out, my hand touching his, and he looked up at me, his eyes locking onto mine. For a moment we just sat there, the world around us melting away, until all that was left was the two of us, lost in the moment, lost in each other. And then, without thinking, I leaned in, my lips brushing against his, sending shivers down my spine. It was like a spark had been ignited, a flame that burned hotter and brighter with every passing moment. And I knew in that moment that I was in trouble, that I had fallen deeply and irreparably in love with Elijah, and that nothing would ever be the same again.